Hey there, TRW crew, Matt Pasalo here with rhinestoneworld.com. Have you ever wanted to know how to customize some hard to press shoes? We did some shoes last year that were pretty easy, had some flat spots. Well, we're going to get creative with some different types of heat transfer vinyl to avoid the different ridges in these shoes right here and the different materials with this shoe, which are going to be some difficult presses. But if you want to figure out how to customize these shoes, go ahead and stick around and I'm going to show you. Alright, so as you can see, this is going to be our problem area right here. There's some ridges there that's going to make it difficult to press. That's why I'm trying to get creative with this. What I really want to do to have these stand out is I'm going to use our reflective material as the first layer there, and then I'm going to use a strip flock as a second layer. Just something new. We did it last year. It went through the whole year with our regular easy weed. So let's get creative, try some new stuff so when the sun and the lights hit these shoes at night, it's just going to light them up. We'll do some custom number in the Reflectall as well. So what we're going to do here is we're going to grab some of our actual heat tape here. And with our heat tape, we're going to go ahead and line up the sting part of this design in the first layer, which is our Reflectall. And I'm going to have that go right along. I'm just going to kind of follow with the lines on the shoe. Go right along there. I don't want it to shift, so I'm going to also put some tape underneath it and put a little bit of tape on top just to be secure. So you can see we have our heat tape on there. Now all I'm going to do, just like we did last year, is just press it right to the top of the press here. And the thickness of the shoe is going to allow us to put that pressure on that we need. And then it's just a matter of getting it down hard enough with those ridges. So let's see how we did here. We just want to check it, make sure it's all right. I'm going to pull this off slowly here. And as it's going off here, you can kind of see that it's kind of forming the ridges. And I know it's going to press again, so I can see a slight little bubble in it. But that's not an issue as long as it's staying there, because I'm going to come back with my second press anyway. So there's our first part, and you can even see with the light here how it's already starting to shine. Pretty sweet. Now we're going to layer the strip flock right on top of this reflective material. So again, grab some of our heat tape here. Got our heat tape. Now with that first one, you don't want to press it too long because you don't want it to shrink at all, because when I come back with this second layer, it wouldn't line up right. So that looks good there. Everything's looking like it's lining up smooth here, and I'm going to go ahead and show you. Check that out. This is going to be sweet. All good there. Let's go ahead and start our press on it. Getting some good pressure on it there. And let's try it again. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit this time. And then let's see what we got this time. I'm just going to kind of rub it a little bit to cool it down. It is nice and hot. But the cool thing is you can see the press isn't really affecting the shoes, which is the awesome part about it. Now, as I pull this off, I can see that that is looking pretty sweet right there. I kind of like the way that the Reflectall and the strip flock turned out. What do you think? Pretty nice there? So it's a little bit different again, but the reason why I used the strip flock here is because of the actual kind of the bumps here and the way that the shoes are. I figured the strip flock wouldn't show those creases quite as much because it's a thicker material. And that's why I went with the strip flock material there. Just to try something new, try something a little different. And I think it looks pretty sweet, and it looks really cool, especially once you get those lights on it. And that Reflectall hits those different lights. So it's going to look pretty awesome at night, okay? So now what we're going to do next is add a custom number here. All right, so now we're going to give it a go with a custom number. So again, using our reflective material here, got it cut real small. We're going to place it right along the edge in the back right there. We don't really want to split it like we did last year because of this area on these shoes. Different type of shoes, different type of layout. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some of our heat tape here. I'm going to go 2 layers wide on my heat tape like this. And then we're going to find our perfect spot here on the shoes. Get it lined up exactly how we want. I would say that looks pretty sweet right there. Get it pressed down nice. You can see what I have going here. So when they're looking at the side and the back there, you can still see that 20 nicely. And let's go ahead and press this. Again, it's rounded, so we're going to have to go at a little bit of an angle and kind of roll the shoe on there to get that pressure down. And you can see I gave it that outline because what that outline is going to do is give me kind of a 2-color look with the black on the shoe showing through is my whole point of that. So just rolling the shoe on and let's see what we got here. You guys are learning as I'm learning. Looks like it's on there pretty good. I think we just need to let it cool down a little bit. I'm just pressing my thumb against it to help it cool down a little bit. Looks like it's not affecting the vapor on the shoe at all. Just clean off the edges right there where the tape was. Has a little bit of tape residue. But I don't know. I think that looks pretty cool. What do you think? Pretty sweet right there? And you can see this is that shiny type of material right there. Like the shiny type of shoe area where it has kind of that gloss on it. And you can see how that went on there. But I think that is pretty awesome right there. So I didn't press it too long, probably about 5 seconds kind of as I rolled it around like that, but pretty sweet. Number 20, got the sting. Now let's get creative on the other side. What do we want to do? We'll figure it out. Alright, so I think this one might be our hardest part. I'm going to try and get the 3-color look with this SS instead of just layering on top of each other. Using the reflective and the orange easy weave this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the reflective first. So let's grab some heat tape here. Looking good. We're going to go right along the back of the shoe for the SS here. And we're going to have the orange going around it. So we need to obviously leave room for that. Center this nicely so it's straight as we're standing with the shoe, and I would say that looks pretty good there. Everything looks nice. Let's go ahead and press this SS part. This is the inside part. So again, I'm just going to roll it back, roll it forward and back. Make sure I get all those edges, and now let it cool down for a second. I'm just going to rub on it a little bit, let it cool down. Still a little hot, burning my thumb. Let's go ahead and peel that off. Alright, that stayed on there nicely. Now we're going to go ahead and come back with the orange here and see if we can't layer this just right. So, coming back with the orange to try and get that 3-color look. Alright, so I'm locking it down now. I'm going to show you what we're looking like here. It's looking pretty sweet. I'm going to add a little bit more heat tape on the top and bottom. Going this way just to secure it so it isn't moving. And I would say let's give this a go. I probably would have, if I did this again, I'd probably put a little bit more spacing in between just because it's so close. But we're going to go ahead and press this down. It's looking pretty good. And let's see if we got enough pressure on that. Pull this tape off here. See if I can get to it. There we go. Get this tape here. Let's come down at an angle this way. We just want to make sure it's not peeling up at all. Looks good. Looks good. Looking pretty sweet. There we go. Check it out. Got our SS there. So we got the logo of the team on the back side of the shoe here where we had some nice area to customize. We got the custom number 20 and some reflective. We got the SS and the reflective surrounded by the orange Easy Weed. And then we got the Sting and reflective with the strip flock on top of it. Now we're going to add some orange laces to these shoes and we are good to go on these shoes and they are looking pretty awesome. And this is what you're going to get. Check out the difference. There's our regular shoe. Okay, it's just showing its normal white. But look at the difference with that Reflectall. Watch when I walk away from it. I'm a good 10-15 feet away from that right now. And it is shining like it's a flashlight there. Like it has batteries in it. That's what's so awesome about this reflective material. Is when I turn it around, there's our custom number 20, of course. It's going to look awesome at night. And then we have on the other side our SS. Look at that. When we back out, we can't see that normal white anymore. But we can see that reflective. Look at it just shine. Pretty awesome material for different things like this. For shoes and batting gloves, football jerseys, baseball jerseys, everything else.